Hey tribe, welcome back to Live Life Here in Terms. I'm Chad, by the way, just in case you're new here. And in this video, we're going to have some fun because we're going to talk about how to shift your reality instantly. And what we're going to do is we're going to dive into Neville Goddard and we're going to dive into the power of awareness. I am in chapter 11. Chapter 11 is on interference. Now, I'm not going to read you this chapter, but this whole chapter, the first paragraph out of this whole chapter sums up the entire chapter. So what we're going to do, we're going to have some fun and we're going to dissect this first paragraph because this first paragraph, Neville Goddard explains to us how to shift our reality instantly and that we are in control of our reality. So other than that, let's dive into it and let's explore what this paragraph has to say. You are free to choose the concept you will accept of yourself. Therefore, you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of yourself is the means of all true progress. The higher concept is waiting for you to incarnate it into the world of experience. And like I said, for this whole chapter here, this is the paragraph of the meat and potatoes of the whole chapter. So we're going to dive into and we're going to dissect what Neville Goddard really means. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's break down this paragraph by Neville Goddard. Okay, let's first start with you are free to choose the concept you will accept for yourself. Now, what this means is that you have the freedom. I mean, right now, you got to believe you have the freedom to decide who you believe yourself to be. That means you can stop identifying as broke, stuck, trying. You can stop with the scarcity habits, murmur and complaining because you can be, do and have anything you want to be. And you do this by identifying as a version of you who already has it. You see, Neville Goddard is reminding you that life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you, based on the concept of yourself you've created. And I love this because Neville Goddard kind of, he explains it in a different way, of course, but just like the ultra successful today. I mean, right now I kind of think of Ed Milet, because Ed Milet always talks about life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Life is happening for your benefit, no matter what you're going through. Even if you perceive something as negative, it's happening for your benefit. And when you start looking at it that way, you're looking at it as the most successful version of you. You have to understand this. Now look at it this way before we move on. Okay, look at this part right here. And Neville says, now Neville didn't say this, but this is kind of dissecting what this means, is start identifying as a version of you who already has what you want. So basically what I'm talking about, you have to become that most successful version of you. You have to start acting as if living the in right now. What you want, you have to understand is you have it right now. You be it right now. You decide right now what you want to be and you carry yourself in that way. So right now, you want to be that most successful version of you, you can be it right now. Now let's move on to the next phrase. Therefore, you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. Neville is saying you have the power to interrupt your own story. You can intervene in the cycle of repeating the same experiences by choosing different, by assuming a new concept of yourself. It's not God stepping in to fix it for you, it's you intervening consciously through awareness. So what Neville Goddard is saying is that you have the power to intervene. If you don't like what's going on, you have the power to change it, and you change it through your assumptions. What you believe to be true for you has to happen to you, but you do it by your imagination, talking from Neville Goddard's standpoint. Imagination creates reality. So whatever you want for yourself, you can change it. And once you change it, it intervenes. It starts a new concept of yourself. And right there, life has to unfold for you. Let's move on to the next phrase. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of yourself is the means of all true progress. I'll read that one more time for you. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of self is the means of all true progress. What Neville is kind of meaning and trying to say is growth doesn't come from doing more, it comes from being more. Progress is simply the journey from one inner concept, who you think you are, to a higher one, who you decide to be. That's why Neville calls this interference, because you are interrupting the old pattern by choosing a higher self-image. So what Neville Goddard is saying is he's really doing identity work. He's taking you from your old concept of self. He called this the old man. It's also your old identity, your current self, the old you or the current you, and you want to become that most successful version of you. Okay, so what Neville is doing is, since you want to become that most successful version of you, you can intervene that. You can step in and say, no, I don't like this version. I want this version of me over here. I want the version of me that has my dream car, my dream house, that's a multimillionaire. So that's what Neville Goddard is talking about. And let's hit this last phrase here. The higher concept is waiting for you to incarnate in the world of experience. You have to understand your higher self, the abundant, confident, successful version of you, already exists in consciousness. It's waiting for you to embody it through feeling, thought, and assumption so it can materialize in your outer world. You don't have to create it, you just have to step into it. Now we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of Neville Goddard. Now we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of higher consciousness, because how Neville Goddard would explain this is you have to remember nothing is outside you. You don't have to seek anything outside of yourself. You don't have to try to get anything outside of yourself. Everything is inside you. Everything that you want, success, abundance, wealth, is already inside you. It's already there in consciousness. So that's what he means. You just have to step into it. Now, how do you do that? Is you just have to decide. Once you decide, you move into that direction. Once you decide and you assume, remember, what you assume to be true for you has to come into your reality. Your imagination creates reality. So once you decide the person you want to become, you go inside your imagination, you create this imaginal scene, you play that imaginal scene over and over and over again until it becomes true. Once it becomes true, it has to be manifested into your reality, my friends. But the main point here is whenever God talks about your higher self, all the abundance, all the confidence, that successful version of you, that version of you has your dream car, your dream house, has millions of dollars, has wealth, can live life on their terms, live their dream life. That version already exists in your consciousness. What does that mean? It already exists within you. It's not outside of you. You don't have to go get it. You don't have to seek it. It's already here. It's already inside of you because Source is inside of you. You have to understand that. Listen, it's waiting for you to embody it through feeling, thought, and assumption so it can materialize in your world. You don't have to create it. You have to search for it. You just have to step into it. So in short, let's sum up the entire chapter 11. What is Neville Goddard really saying? Stop trying to fix the outer world. Interfere with the pattern inside yourself. That's what intervention means. Choosing a higher state of being now until life has no choice but to match it. And that's the ultra secret. It's not that you hate your life right now. You might feel stuck. You might feel like you want more. Okay, you might feel like you're kind of in a rocky place, but for a lot of us, we just want something different. We just want to live life on your terms. We want to take vacations when we want to take vacations. We want a dream house or dream car. Okay, we want to support our family, send our kids to a good school, a good college. That no matter what you want, no matter what you desire, you can have it and you can be it 100%. But what Neville Goddard is saying is whatever you want, all you have to change your life and change your life overnight and shift reality, all you have to do is decide what you want, the person you want to be, and start being that person. And you have to have the confidence in knowing that you don't have to seek outside of yourself. You don't have to force things to happen because it's already there in consciousness. It's already inside you. You just have to decide to be that person right now today, and reality has to bend to make it happen for you. That's what Neville Goddard is trying to say. But other than that, my friends and YouTube fan, make sure you comment below because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you have any questions on this, you're confused, ask, and either I'll answer the question or I'll make other content to help everybody out. Other than that, make sure you check out the description. That's where all the nuggets are at to help you out. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.